Hello there, children.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
Namaste, New Kids Team War Week 9. Taking a look at the main and Bagu here. Hope you all had a good weekend. I'm a little late. Dave made me finish watching his games. Starting Manberry pick midfield. Not the greatest idea. There's two types of decks this week that you gotta watch out for. There's Manberry pick and then the Satan. And there's two completely different ways to play the game, depending on what they have. If they have Manberry Pig, then you could just clump everything together. You don't have to worry about Satan. If they have Satan, then you could probably combust their 5-drop, their Osmo. And if they didn't pick Tupperware, then they don't really have another tank. They have TMP, I guess, for fighters, but you kind of need a tank to fight tanks. So, good exchange, but it's on my side. Don't get the fight on your side. See, and now I can combust him because I know Manberry Pig's gone. And next time, I'll have it in rotation for Manberry Pig. Got the Chaos. Chaos is fine. It's a good card. Although, I guess 6 Craig kills him. Didn't expect that one. I do have a sweet 5 Kenny, though. And 5 Kenny does not fuck around. Not with a 4 Bard. If that Bard was at 4, you might have had a chance. If you just don't have the levels, you don't have the levels. If your team's not getting the levels, well, you need to join a team that does. We got plenty of them. You know to hit us up. Do not freeze like that. Freeze isn't as good this week. I don't think lava is very good either, but if you use freeze, you gotta kill something. You gotta have some sort of tempo play to make it worth 3 energy. Otherwise, it's just bad, like that. And now he's down a bunch of energy. One of the harder things to do is set up that poke like that. It is possible to get Osmo out, but it is not easy. Like right now, Osmo would come out, right, if I had Pope. I think it's worth setting up and getting rid of your 3-drops. And that's part of it too this week. It's getting rid of all your 3-drops so that you can set up Pope and have a good Pope. Because if you get Pope off with, TMP or Tupperware, it's a big advantage. Here, I wasn't sure if Combust does 65. I'm not sure. I was going to save it anyway. But I did the poop around the corner with Kenny. Just put him around up top. I mean, 60% of the time works every time. Can't really argue with it. He didn't have any energy to spend. Send it on Manberry Pig. This deck is very expensive. And it's easy to fall behind and just not have anything. You have a bunch of 5-drops in your hand. So, you gotta be patient. Osmo is the best start, I think. That's why we picked him over Satan. Remember, Tupperware, though, is really good. He's immune to everything. Don't try to combust him. Don't try to freeze him. Satan's not going to work on him. I didn't really have a choice, though. I think I had to do it. But the big thing is to figure out what they have. Do they have Satan or do they have Manberry Pig? And then you just play accordingly. Combust is Satan because he doesn't have Manberry Pig. So, what the fuck do I care? Can snipe Satan. I got Sam early with Wendy. I had Ice Sniper Wendy and she froze Satan before he went off. I kind of got lucky with it though. I don't think it's very easy to do. Same thing as Combust. I think Combust and Satan's pretty hard to catch. But he's a great tank. If you use him as tank to build your push around, I think that's why people are fucking up this week, is that they're not used to building this giant push with tanks. There's no way to fight through it otherwise. Fucking froze me. I don't know, man. Just let it go. Now I'm up 3 energy. I could have played something. I know he has Satan, but I know it's not in rotation. So I'm still going to spread out. And then whatever he plays, I can combust. Though Kenny, I told you, 60% of the time works every time. He just walks right by Osmo, just doesn't give a fuck. But I was going to build up to that combust, and then whatever he plays is going to get combusted. I wouldn't have killed Osmo at that point. He was almost dead. Top breakdown. Osmo's a good start. This was an awkward hit. I went with the cheese. Do I recommend doing this? No. But sometimes you gotta improvise. And that's another reason why I think people struggle with decks like this. It's because there's a lot of interactions. You gotta improvise a little bit. Don't get used to the mirror match. As you can see, people have different picks. They got Mirror Pigs, they got Dark Mage Craigs, who I think is good, but just not that good. Yep, that is a 5 kidney. I'm wailing it out. I'm like 16 out of 32 or something like that. I get so many Kennys. But yet I have other cards that are 3. Game just likes to fuck with you. But Kenny, I'll probably have 6 before this game dies. I don't know what I'll do with it, but besides boost my stand, that's 4 still. But that's the RNG. Tupperware is just, he's good. He's sneaky good. He's really fat. You can't freeze him, you can't do anything to him. So, keep that in mind. Bagu time. I do not have the levels on Bagu. My rare is a 5. I do have 5 chaos though. I don't know how I got chaos leveled up, but 3 Satan is not so great, but he is useful. He's not dead. I do think he's a better pick over Manbear Pig this week. Just because of Combust. You can deal with Manbear Pig. Satan's hard to play around. You can spread out, but at some point they're all going to get close. And birds. Lots of birds. People like birds. I don't think you pick birds when chaos is an option. It's like picking poison when there's purify or something, you know. If there's an answer, I don't think you can afford to pick the cheaper answer. Because if I can counter your birds for 3, I don't know. Seems bad. Seems bad. And I set up that Pope. Got the Pope off for 4. That's what you're trying to do. Easier said than done, of course, but that is the plan. Build a push behind the tank. Get your value out of your Pope. Get your 3 drops out. Try to cycle through them. Put your range behind Osmo. Make sure they can't combust them, because if they combust them, you're fucked. And, you know, use your Tupperware for that reason. Because they can't combust them, they can't deal it, can't freeze them. Can't Kenny them. If they push Kenny at midfield, that's a great start. You got Heidi, you got Tupperware. Both will take them out. See? Freeze. Up, can't freeze them, sorry. And then birds. Fucking birds. Everybody likes birds. I don't know. Don't think they're that great. It's too many range units, too. And the critters. Some people want critters, say no. There's nothing to feed them, though. You could feed them birds, I guess. And that was the plan, but as you could see, that didn't really work out as he intended. I've done this several times. I used Craig and Butters to take out TMP. It is more expensive. You are paying 6 for 4. But if you don't have TMP, you don't have an answer. If you played Satan, you can play 6 for 4 too, so it seems to work. And there I got a little unlucky. I thought I was going to get the Osmo. I thought I was going to pull it off like a champ. But I got Kenny like a chump. And that's why I think Satan was better. Like, he has to try to push it. I don't think it's a bad play to try to push it. It's just, you have combust. So you either have to, if you have Manbear Pig, you either have to play YPC first or bait out the combust. Otherwise, you can't use member pick. You're gonna have to wait. I should have froze. I was getting a little greedy. I should have froze before she froze. But I didn't pull the trigger. That's what I'm saying. Freeze is fine for the last bar or tempo play or something like that. But if nothing dies and you play freeze, you're just behind energy. And you're fucked. I get getting it out of your hand. I don't like starting windy. I'm not sure that's the right play. It's just kind of fast, and then it forces you to do something like this. Now I could combust him. And I may combust him. But I got that option. I wanted to see what he was due first. Maybe he combust my Osmo. If he combust my Osmo, then I'd definitely combust him. And here's my TMP counter again. It worked. I don't know. I don't know why it worked so well, but it did. It did seem to work. He missed on that Butters shit. Whiffed that one. Swing and a miss. So, anyway, click like and subscribe on that shit. You know the deal. Appreciate it. I hope these videos help. It takes a little bit to put them together. I'm just doing them for you guys. The weeks aren't getting any better though. It's cows, member pigs, scuzzle. It's all some sort of cheese, but at least we have videos of past games and stuff to go off of. Because I believe the first time we had this deck, we picked member pig and some other stuff. I don't think it was the ideal pick. Like Tupperware. Tupperware is definitely the pick. That Jimmy just doesn't do enough. It doesn't hit Tupperware. So you look for a team, you know where to find us. We stream these games Saturdays. It's a bunch of us. We stream them on Discord. Come hang out. Welcome to hang out and join us. Just let us know where you're from. I'll see you guys all next week. I need to go out and shovel some slush. Fun times. Anyway, good luck. Make sure you practice. Peace.
Hello there, children.